Yes, so I'm in charge of bond protection and investigation at Ledger. Ledger is a company which builds hardware wallets for cryptocurrencies. So basically, we sell a vault where you can put your secret keys, and every transaction will be validated on this vault. And you don't have to expose your secret keys to your smartphone, your computer, or something else. And in 2020, my company suffered a big data breach, and the personal data of our customers were exposed on the internet. Unfortunately, we attempted to shut down any website where the data were exposed, but it's quite impossible to do. And we have seen a huge amount of phishing campaigns against our customers thanks to this personal data, because the attackers were able to customize very precise message and were attempting to trap our customers. And just after this data breach, my company has decided to level up its cybersecurity teams, and we have built up a cyber threat intelligence team in order to investigate the phishing attacks and to attempt to neutralize such threats against our company and our customers. And now we have a lot of scanners which are requesting the passive DNS. We crawl the web in order to find any phishing website against Ledger. And what is interesting is what we see, because at the beginning we were thinking that we would see a lot of such websites targeting Ledger and its customer with our brand and asking our customer to provide their secret key. And in fact, it's not the majority of the phishing websites that we see. Most of them are targeting third-party protocols, which are not very well understood by crypto users, and which integrates a lot of other wallets provider or crypto products. So this is an example. And on such phishing websites, the attacker is not targeting Ledger by itself, but any companies that they are aware of, meaning that on this one they are targeting other wallet providers like MetaMask, Agent, exchanges like Crypto.com, Coinbase, DeFi protocol like Curve, BitPay, which is quite well known, and even not very well known companies, but the attacker was probably aware of their existence like Aido or some exotic others product providers. And our first idea was that it was easier for them to target any crypto users because they have just to deploy one website and not one website per company. And when we were investigating data brokers, as well on Telegram or on the darknet, we have seen that they don't sell data, personal data, dedicated to one crypto company, but they sell databases for crypto users, which means that there is a whole criminal ecosystem targeting not Ledger, not Coinbase, not MetaMask or something else, but they are targeting the whole ecosystem because it's easier for them and because they know that most of our customers are not just using a Ledger, but they will interact as well with other exchanges, with DeFi protocols or other things. And when we find a phishing website, we conduct an investigation, both on the internet, on the Web 2, and on the Web 3, attempting to be able to track the attacker both on the internet and on the blockchains. It's quite interesting because when we lose the track of the attacker on the internet, we are able to follow its cryptocurrencies on another blockchains, and sometimes we are able to find another infrastructure on the internet related to the wallet that he used. And of course, when we have identified a threat, we ask for the shutdown of its infrastructure, and we attempt to signal any wallets related to its activities. We have most of the cases are quite easy to understand, like this one. The victim is on the left. The crypto were sent to the wallet of the attacker, and the attacker just sent the crypto to an exchange in order to convert them into fiat currencies. But we think that in 20 to 30% of the cases, we are investigating high-level threat actors, probably related to advanced persistent threats or such groups. Like in this one, this group was able to manage several wallets on the Bitcoin blockchains with two main clusters, one on the left, which is dedicated to phishing activities and related to a malware, a Trojan, which is sent by email to several victims. This malware having crypto capacities and being able to exfiltrate the secret keys on a computer. And on the right, it's the same group, but with another activity, as they are working with ransomware group. In this case, it's Prolock and Doppelpaymer, and they are selling accesses to ransomware operators or other criminal groups over darknet marketplaces like the Hydra marketplace. And the link between these clusters are the exchanges in the middle, where they send the crypto and probably attempt to convert them in fiat money. But this investigation would not be complete because it's just about the blockchains. And we have worked as well on their infrastructure on the internet. And so we were able to follow the infrastructure for a year, meaning that we were able to identify their internet access point, an IP address related to a smartphone, and even some clients that they use, for example, a Windows computer with a Chrome user agent, as well as the language that they use when they watch movies and such things. And it was possible because thanks to the analysis on the Bitcoin blockchains, we were able to see them buying servers with cryptocurrencies. And thanks to the fingerprinting of the servers, we were able to follow the infrastructure. So once we have not solved, but such case, we attempt to weaponize, let's say that, or pieces of intelligence. So first, asking for the shutdown of the infrastructure, but as well, we want to share our findings with the world crypto community. So this is something that we do, for example, with Etherscan, where we flag the wallets involved in such activities. But the main point is that now we are totally aware that the phishing activities are integrated in the whole cybercriminal underground, and that it's useless to just attempt to fight against the phishing website if we are not willing to investigate major threat actors on the internet. And at the same time, we know as well that we are not targeted as a company, but just as being part of the crypto ecosystem, and that we are we have the same problem as any other crypto company having customers using DeFi or exchanges or something else. And that's why we are willing to share our findings, because if we don't work together, we won't be able to disrupt such high-level threats against us. And moreover, because these threats are not just targeting the crypto ecosystem, but in the case of ransomware operators, there are threats for the whole internet as well. And any company in the world having a server on the internet can be targeted by such groups. And another point is that, in fact, for being able to investigate both the Web 2 and the Web 3, you need very high level and very precise skills, which are not so common, and most of them are concentrated in our ecosystem. Most of the cybersecurity companies, I think to the major one, are mainly investigating the Web 2 because they have not these skills. And this means that if the crypto ecosystem do not work together with our engineers, with our investigators, probably nobody will be able to help us to understand what is happening with the wallet of a ransomware group on the Bitcoin blockchain or some other one. And that's why Ledger is attempting to build up some sort of platform where any of our companies will be able to get some pieces of intelligence related to the threat actors targeting us, and to give their findings to other companies as well, because these threat actors are not willing to destroy my company or some exchanges. They are just willing to get money, and they don't look at the victim. So, if you have any questions, yeah.
Silent.
Oh. Okay, presentation. Are you located where the company? Where are you based, actually?
We are based in Paris, but we have offices in the US, Singapore, Switzerland, and maybe I forgot one, but we are a worldwide company.
Global.
When you look at the typology, do you look at sort of, you talk about fingerprinting on the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's also fingerprinting on the blockchain, tying together different types of actors?
This is something that we attempt to do, but it's no, well, when we are fingerprinting a server, there is a lot of tool for doing that. And for the wallets, everything has been to be done.
So I saw a hand over there. No?
Can you give people a sense of how many cases and how big some of the thefts were?
So in Ledger, so we investigate cases which are related to my company. I think that in the last 6 months, we have investigated 200 cases, something like that. Well, the value is not very, it's not a good indicator, because sometimes we have individuals who have a lot of money on their in crypto assets, and sometimes you have people who just have $100 or something like that. And as the phishing campaigns are not dedicated to one individual, we prefer just think about the number of cases and the number of victims.
Super. It's turning into a fireside chat. Fireside with Jonathan. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.